have been in Hull since 1986.
Wow.
So I arrived like you guys. I was a student initially. I was at Hull College of Further Education. Obviously, like everybody, I study 1 year English, get myself ready, and then I've done hotel management and catering for 2 years. I'm hotel manager by trade, but while I'm a student, I needed to earn money. Obviously, my dad wasn't rich or anything like that, so I learned how to cut kebabs and make pizzas and things like that. So part-time working, full-time study. Then when I finished my study, I realized hotel management, I was just a number, and the big corporations, when you arrive with a name like Ahmet, it takes a long time to, go. But my dad is a businessman, so I have business acumen, and I realized while I was working part-time, how much the shops was making. The fast food was number one, I thought, don't waste your time studying, open a business. So I opened a little business, went really good, opened another one, and so on. So I've been in business for a long time. Business life is up and down. Sometimes it goes great, sometimes it goes down a little bit, whatever. But during the times of running a business, like as you can experience, you learn a lot of skills. And one of these skills are like first they are your customers, and then they become your friends. You ask how is their mom or how is their family, and you don't have any relatives here, you just turned up, so they ask you how is everything back home and things like that. So you make a good connection. So I made very good connection in Hull. I have many good friends from all different backgrounds. And then last few years, I was like everybody else. I would just vote for the main parties, and I would unfortunately vote for Labour in the past, because I thought they would be for equality, they would look after every different community. Last 6 to 7 years, they lost the plot. They don't represent me, they don't represent anybody who's hardworking and who's from a different background, and they are from minority. Definitely, I felt misrepresented, not connected with them. What they want to do for us, I couldn't see what they're doing. I mean, I live in Hull like yourself, and if you look at Hull, not every area, not every school have the same teachers, but we all pay the same tax. And that's one of the biggest problems I've seen. And second thing, the policing of the city. Like some areas, it's like a no-go area, and you don't want to send your kids after a certain time because you worry about your kids, what's going to happen, or how safe it is. So it shouldn't be like that. Like, especially in town, I've seen it with my eyes. People came with their kids and they want to get into a black cab taxi, and they say, well, I want to go to Orchard Park. I say, I'm not going to Orchard Park. Well, Orchard Park is a part of the city, because there's no police. The taxi driver don't want to go, because if somebody throws a stone to his window, the ride is £5, the window is like £50. So he thinks I shouldn't go. But it's not the fault of the people who lives in Orchard Park or, I don't know, Brownsville or some council estates. And who lives in the council estates? We do. I live in council estate. Why should I not get the same treatment from the police or the council as a person who lives in Kirkella or Hazel or Willoughby or whatever? I'm not discriminating them, but how is it justice? So, last few years, I had these problems, and this year I decided to run as an independent candidate. So I don't represent Labour, this party, that party. Nobody pays payrolls me. I don't need anybody's money. I have my own small business. But I'm asking you a simple question. You've been to council how many times? How many faces like mine and yours you've seen in this council? How many? Very, very few. I have friends, their daughters, intellectual, finished university, they applied for jobs at this council, they don't get a job. Why is the reason? Because there is nobody from us in there, and the people in there, unfortunately, they see that we are not from them, so they don't, you know, you can be behind the glass, but you can't be working next to them, you know what I mean? And that's the reality. I don't care who anybody says otherwise. I've experienced it myself, I experienced it firsthand myself. So I want to change some things, and the only reason I'm running independent. Say, imagine you traveling in a car, and you are always in the back seat, never driving the car, but you are always telling the driver, go this way, go that way, but they just go in the way they want. So how are you going to change that journey? The only way you can change that journey is today I'm standing. Tomorrow will be your son, your daughter, your cousin, somebody will do the same. They need to be in this political. I am not a political person. I'm a businessman. I'm here to make money. Listen now. Well, I've got 4 kids. 2 of them same age, the kids in the back. And what kind of a world? I came here, I've made my money or whatever, but how do I want them growing up in a society that they are not outcast, they have a fair chance of study and becoming something in this country, and I want them to be represented. And today I stepped up, tomorrow they will step up. They will be the MP, they will be the president. This is the only way we're going to change it. Let's not kid ourselves. You all have professions. I know you have got busy lives. But, you know, let's get real, and we need to take action. This is like this time. I'm not saying vote for me, everything's going to be great. But if you vote for me, I'm going to try it. And if we don't try it, we're not going to change it. Yeah. So, and sometimes it's hard. You know, obviously, like I've been in different communities today. I was in Sikh temple, Anlagar Road, and I was there. I was very humble. I was welcomed the way I was welcomed here. But we shared the bread, we talked a little bit, and we'll talk later on a little bit more with you guys. I'm not coming here to just give you a speech, but this is the easiest way of sharing my feelings. And this is definitely not like a short run as well. It's not a sprint. This is a marathon. I have the flag in my hand. I will run as far as I can, but that flag I want to give it to one of your daughters or sons, and inshallah, hopefully, they will do a lot better than me. And this is only what I know. That's, you know, like we need to start from somewhere. And today is the time, and this is the place. We can't keep waiting for people to turn up and save us, saviors. There is no saviors. We are here, we learn some skills, we speak good English, all of us understand exactly what I'm saying. And the feeling is mutual. I'm sure some of this speech must be touching you at some point. And last thing I want to say is, we all contribute to these societies. We all hardworking people studying, being to university, we do amazing jobs. But any little thing goes in the society, who gets the blame? You get the blame, I get the blame. President of this country, 2 days ago, just because he's losing on the votes of the people, group of people he was taking for granted for many years, which was Bangladeshi community, he sold them down the river in one sentence. He says, I want to send them back. Put me back in the job. I want to send them. What did Bangladeshi or any minority did wrong to this president or to this country. We all came here, worked hard, paid taxes, and then if it goes wrong, you are the one who's in the driving seat. If the economy is not good, it's not Bangladeshi community's fault or African community's fault. It's not Turkish community's fault. But they're using us as a scapegoat, and we need to change that. And you know, lastly, we are not going anywhere. I am not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. Your kids not going anywhere. We are the British society. We are the British people, and we will change it, whether they like it or not. Today, I am carrying the flag. Help me carry it further. That's all I'm saying. Respectfully, on the 4th of July, if you registered, tell your friends, brothers, sisters, vote for, not for me personally, but if you want to look back 10 years' time and you want to be on the right side of the history, you do the right thing. But if you just say, well, I don't care, you know, like I'll just give it to what everybody is doing, this is not going to change. The cycle is not going to change. We're just going to be sitting in these groups and complaining about things, and maybe the problem is going to get worse in the future. And but I really want to thank you for taking the time, listening to me, and